Welcome to the Classic Soap Operas podcast. Today, oh boy, are we diving into a big one. A real cornerstone of daytime TV drama. Get ready, because we're talking about a show that captivated millions for 2 whole decades, introduced some characters you just know. Truly iconic, and, you won't believe this, even had Hollywood royalty grace its set. Seriously. We are doing a deep dive into the world, the legacy of The Secret Storm.
Oh, it's absolutely a fascinating journey, a really remarkable look into how television storytelling, evolved over time. And what we'll see is how these long stories, these narratives, they did way more than just entertain. They really shaped viewer habits, didn't they?
Yep.
Fostered these deep connections and undeniably launched countless careers. So many stars got their start there. Yeah, this deep dive, it promises to be pretty insightful and maybe a little surprising, too.
Exactly. Our mission today, we're going to unpack the whole fascinating world of The Secret Storm. We'll look at the genius behind it, Roy Windsor, the tangled, often scandalous family sagas that kept everyone glued to their seats. And one of its most unforgettable stars, Marla Adams. I mean, talk about a villainess. We'll explore the drama, both on screen and, behind the scenes, and really try to figure out why the show remains such a crucial, almost legendary part of soap opera history.
Precisely. We're going to pull out the key insights from its development, its really impressive broadcast history, and those intricate character arcs that defined it, show you how this foundational show reflected its era, but also influenced it, an entire era of television. And as always, we'll try and dig up those surprising facts, those little connections that just make learning about this stuff so much fun.
Okay, so let's start right at the beginning. Let's talk about the mastermind, Roy Windsor, the architect of daytime drama. Really, I mean, when you think about the early days of TV, especially soaps, his name is just indispensable. He was born Roy William Windsor, Chicago, Illinois, April 13th, 1912. So, entering the world right when entertainment was about to change dramatically.
And what's really striking about Windsor's background, maybe kind of surprising, is that he was a Harvard College graduate.
Harvard.
Really?
Yes, which isn't exactly the path you'd picture for someone who'd become, a titan of daytime serials. It suggests the certain intellectual rigor, a solid grasp of narrative structure, maybe even human psychology, that he brought to a medium that, let's be honest, often got dismissed as just melodrama.
Right, unfairly sometimes.
Exactly. So those academic roots, they probably added depth, complexity to his stories, challenged perceptions.
That's fascinating. Harvard for soaps.
Yeah.
It really makes you rethink his approach. You might expect, law, finance, maybe more traditional literature.
But he chose storytelling, and the kind that became like a daily ritual in millions of homes. And even before TV took over, he was already working in radio serials, wasn't he?
Oh, absolutely. Honing his craft there. That was the training ground.
Right. Learning how to build suspense, character, just with sound.
Exactly. Radio was the incubator. It taught you how crucial cliffhangers were, how to build worlds just with dialogue, voice, sound effects.
Yeah.
And Windsor was versatile even then. He produced The Western Have Gun Will Travel for radio.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, a hugely popular show. It shows he could jump genres from, high-stakes Western action to the intimate, character-driven stuff that soaps became famous for. He just understood drama.
Okay, so he takes all that experience, the Harvard background, the radio skills, this understanding of how to hook an audience, and brings it to TV. And what he does next is just legendary, basically builds the foundation for daytime TV. He was key in creating 3 of the longest-running soaps ever, all in the early 50s.
Yep, 3 huge ones. 1951, he launches Search for Tomorrow. That ran until 86.
It's incredible.
And that was his first time working with the legendary Agnes Nixon.
Oh, another giant.
Absolutely. Then, same year, 1951, Love of Life. That ran until 1980. And then, just 3 years later, 54, comes The Secret Storm, the one we're focusing on, which ran for 2 decades, until 74. These weren't just shows, they were daily companions for millions.
And his influence wasn't just soaps, right? He was kind of everywhere in early TV. He produced episodes for classic sitcoms like I Love Lucy.
I Love Lucy, my little Margie.
Yeah. Wow, talk about range. From Lucy's antics to the, heart-wrenching drama of the Ames family. Windsor just knew what made audiences tick, laughter, tears, all of it.
It really shows how broad his influence was on that whole early TV landscape. That's a key point. He understood compelling TV, period. Comedy, drama, didn't matter. He got production, character development, had to keep people watching. And he wasn't afraid to push the envelope technologically either.
No, not at all. Because in '63, he created Ben Jarrett, And that was the first daytime drama broadcast entirely in color.
The very first. Think about that leap.
Yeah. Imagine watching your daily soap, always black and white, and suddenly, boom, full color. It must have been revolutionary for viewers.
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
A huge step, added a whole new dimension. It was significant, especially since color TV was still pretty new, pretty expensive. It showed real foresight, a belief in the medium. It raised the bar for production quality. And later on, he stayed involved. He was head writer for Somerset in 73, 74. Right around the time The Secret Storm was ending, actually. He was always in the mix.
But then he came back to soaps later with something different, wasn't it? In 81, he co-created Another Life for the Christian Broadcasting Network.
Yes, with Bob Aaron. And it definitely wasn't your typical network soap.
How so?
Well, Windsor himself said the central family was held together by values like discipline, loyalty, and moral standards. Things he felt had been abused and scoffed at in today's world. It's a direct quote.
Huh.
It really raises a question, doesn't it? What role did he see soaps playing in society? Was he always trying to weave in morals, or was this a later shift? It suggests he saw them as more than just entertainment, maybe a vehicle for values.
That's really thought-provoking, not just escapism. Okay, and get this. Beyond all the TV stuff, Windsor had this whole other side, a hidden talent. He was a mystery novelist.
He was. Wrote 3 of them. The Corpse That Walked, 3 Motives for Murder, Always Lock Your Bedroom Door.
Great titles.
And The Corpse That Walked actually won an Edgar Award in 1975.
No way, an Edgar. That's huge in the mystery world.
It really is. Best paperback original. It shows he was a serious writer, respected beyond TV drama. Amazing versatility.
So daytime drama legend and an Edgar Award-winning mystery master. What a resume.
Incredible, isn't it?
Just astonishing talent, shaping daily TV for millions, crafting these acclaimed mysteries. Roy Windsor left such a mark. He passed away in 87, aged 75.
But his legacy, especially through shows like The Secret Storm, it definitely lives on. Influences things even today.
Okay, so we've talked about the architect, Roy Windsor. Now let's dive right into the storm itself. The Secret Storm. It aired on CBS February 1st, 1954, all the way to February 8, 1974. That's 20 years, a 20-year run.
An extraordinary run, and that translates to 5,195 episodes.
5,000.
5,195. Think about that commitment.
Mm-hmm.
From the creators, the actors, the crew, but also the audience. For 2 decades, people let the Ames family into their homes day after day, got deeply invested.
20 years. Can you even wrap your head around the number of storylines, the marriages, betrayals, deaths, surprise relatives popping up?
The whole roller coaster.
It's just mind-boggling, and all set in motion by Roy Windsor.
And the production itself mirrors how TV changed. It started broadcasting live.
Live. Wow, the pressure.
Intense pressure.
Yeah.
Actors memorizing tons of dialogue, hitting marks, no real retakes. Any mistake, any flubbed line went out live. Gave it this raw, immediate feel.
Yeah, you felt like anything could happen.
Later, they switched to taping. More control. It was produced in New York, CBS Broadcast Center, then Studio 54.
Mm-hmm.
And here's a key connection. Gloria Monty directed it for a long time.
Gloria Monty, who basically reinvented General Hospital.
The very same. Her experience on The Secret Storm, managing that daily grind, shaping those long arcs, that undoubtedly informed the fast-paced, dramatic style she brought to GH.
Makes sense. And the setting, Woodbridge, New York, this fictional town, it felt kind of real, didn't it? Grounded all the melodrama.
Absolutely. A character in itself.
Hmm.
And the core, like many soaps, was a family. The Ames family, initially. Peter, his wife Ellen, and their 3 kids, Susan, Jerry, and Amy. But the catalyst, the thing that kicked off decades of drama, happened in episode 1.
What was it?
Ellen, the mother, died in a car accident.
Right away. First episode. Wow.
Yep. And that death immediately sets the stage, defines Peter's role as a single dad, shapes the kids' entire lives. It's this emotional wound that just echoes through the whole series.
Oh, classic soap opera move. Immediate tragedy throws everything into chaos. So Susan, the oldest, she steps up, becomes the bossy mother figure.
Exactly. Tries to hold it together. Jerry, the son, gets angry, rebellious, ends up in reform school. And Amy, the youngest, becomes this worried, sensitive soul caught in the middle.
You can see how that one event just shaped them all, created these core conflicts.
And Peter, the patriarch, naturally had his share of romantic storylines.
Yeah.
His sister-in-law, Pauline Raisdale, who was also his former fiancée, she was the original villain.
Ah, the meddling relative.
Always trying to interfere, win him back. He remarried Myra late, but that ended in divorce. Family disapproval issues. His 3rd marriage to Valerie Hill was the successful one. brought stability.
But the real villainy upgrade happened with Belle Clemens, right? Played by Marla Adams.
Oh, absolutely. Belle took over from Aunt Pauline as the reigning villainess.
She sounds like she meant business.
She definitely did. A different level of maliciousness. And something quite rare for soaps, especially with kids. Amy Innes was allowed to age more or less in real time.
Really? No Soras. No soap opera rapid aging syndrome.
Mostly not. Jada Rowland played her for most of the show's run, with just a few breaks.
Yeah.
So audiences literally watched Amy grow up on screen. Childhood, teens, adulthood.
That creates such a bond. You feel like you know them.
A very deep connection, yeah.
And speaking of connections,
Right.
it wasn't just drama on screen. Right?
Yeah.
There was romance backstage, too.
Oh, yeah, quite a bit. Stephanie Braxton and Dan Hamilton met and married on the show. Laurie March, who played Valerie, married Alexander Scourby.
And he later played her on-screen husband.
He did, Dr. Ian Northcote.
Yeah.
A fun little meta moment.
That's great.
And Diana Muldaur married co-star James Vickery. So yeah, love was in the air.
You can almost hear the wedding bells between the plot twists.
It probably added some real chemistry to the scenes. And the show was a launching pad, too. So many actors who later became famous were on The Secret Storm.
Like who?
Warren Brillinger, James Broderick, Jennifer Darling, Cliff DeYoung, Donna Mills.
Donna Mills.
Wow. Robert Morse, Roy Scheider, Edward Winter. The list goes on. It was like an acting boot camp.
And established stars popped up, too, right? Not just newcomers.
Definitely. Troy Donahue, Margaret Hamilton.
My Wicked Witch.
The very same. Frances Sternhagen. They all did stints on the show.
Added real star power.
Okay, but now, the story everyone talks about. The Joan Crawford incident. This is wild, folks.
It's truly one of the most legendary moments in soap history. Maybe TV history. 1968. Oscar winner Joan Crawford, over 60 years old, steps in for her sick daughter, Christina.
Okay.
But Christina played Joan Borman Kane, a character who was only 24.
Wait, what? Joan Crawford played a 24-year-old on a soap.
For 4 episodes, October 25th, 28th, 29th, 30th.
I can't even picture that. A Hollywood legend playing someone less than half her age lived to tape.
The buzz must have been insane. Absolutely unprecedented. And while we don't have the full shows, clips have surfaced online. You can get a glimpse. And the movie Mommy Dearest famously portrayed it, though without naming the show.
Right, I remember that scene. It just highlights how soaps blurred that line between fiction and real-life celebrity drama. It was surreal.
Surreal's the word. Just, wow. Okay, so beyond the star cameos, the show faced challenges too, right? Scheduling nightmares.
Oh, definitely. Constant time slot changes. It was tough for loyal viewers.
Like musical chairs.
Started as 15 minutes at 4:15 p.m., then 30 minutes at 4 p.m., then 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m., back to 4 p.m.
How could anyone keep track?
It made it hard to build that consistent viewing habit, which is crucial for soaps.
And the competition was brutal, wasn't it?
Fierce. American Bandstand, Match Game, the mega popular Dark Shadows.
Warp Shadows, yeah, big rival.
And later, Another World, General Hospital. It was a tough daytime battleground. But they made strides too. Went to color in September '67.
That must have helped.
Visually, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the title sequences changed over time. A tree with wind-blown branches, then crashing ocean waves. For a bit in the '67, even town shots like Peyton Place trying to evoke Woodbridge.
And the music, that Brahms theme was pretty classy for a soap.
Very elegant. Plus the classic live organists, Charles Paul, Eddie Layton. Later, Kerry Gold added a synthesizer sound, trying to modernize.
But despite all that, the end eventually came.
Yeah, after 4 years of kind of mediocre ratings, CBS tried different time slots, but several things hit at once. Key stations started preempting it, dropping it locally.
Ouch. Like KPSI-X in San Francisco.
Exactly. Plus, an economic recession hit ad revenues hard. It created a really difficult environment for the show.
And some people point to CBS buying the show from the original sponsor, AHP, in '69 as a turning point.
That's often cited, yeah. After that, apparently there were lots of head writer and producer changes.
Which is tough for a long-running story. Need that consistency.
Precisely. Creative instability can really hurt a serial. Viewers notice when the vision keeps changing. So CBS canceled it in '74, replaced it with a game show, Tattletales. Cheaper to produce.
And AHP couldn't sell it elsewhere.
No, NBC passed. ABC was focused on Agnes Nixon shows. So that was it.
The final episode aired just a week after its 20th anniversary, February 8, 1974. 5,195 episodes.
A bittersweet end to a really monumental run.
Okay, let's get into the heart of it now. The characters, the tangled webs, and you have to start with the heroine, Amy Ames, played mostly by Jada Rowland, growing up on screen.
Right. Her story starts with that immediate tragedy, her mother Ellen dying in the first episode. That event, that loss, it just laid the foundation for Amy's whole life.
Yeah.
Shaped her vulnerability, her relationships.
Made her who she was, and her love life was complicated.
Oh, textbook soap opera complicated. First marriage to Kip Rysdale, then she gets pregnant by her college professor, Paul Britton.
Whoa, pretty daring for the time.
Very. Divorces Kip, marries Paul, has daughter Lisa. But then Belle Clemens enters the picture, and Belle's out for revenge. Belle's illegitimate daughter, Robin, drowned in a boating accident Amy was involved in. Belle unjustly blames Amy, vows to make her life hell, and she means it.
So Belle targets Amy specifically. This is where it gets really intense for her.
Relentlessly. Belle successfully steals Paul Britton, Amy's husband.
Steals him.
Seduction. Manipulation. Classic Belle. Pushes Amy into a complete nervous breakdown.
Oh, man, that's brutal.
Thankfully, Dr. Ian Northcote helps Amy recover, guides her through it.
But the drama doesn't stop there, I bet.
Not a chance. Amy later marries Kevin Kincaid,
Okay.
whose father, Dan Kincaid,
Yeah.
is married to Belle Clemens.
No, so Amy and Belle become in-laws. Oh, the tension.
Exactly. Intensifies the hatred. Talk about a tangled family tree.
That's got to be the most awkward Thanksgiving dinner ever. So Amy and Kevin, does that last?
Nope, they divorce too. And then comes another groundbreaking storyline. Amy decides to have a child via artificial insemination. Dr. Brian Neves assists.
Wow, artificial insemination on a soap back then. That's really pushing boundaries.
Definitely. And guess who finds out?
Let me guess. Belle.
Belle, of course,
Hmm?
gets the info from a nurse, Martha Ann Ashley,
Mm-hmm.
and immediately uses it to blackmail Amy for money.
Of course she does. What does she want the money for?
To fund her lover's racing cars.
Yeah.
Robert Landers, who was Dan Kincaid's illegitimate son,
It just keeps getting more tangled. Belle was truly something else, queen of conniving.
she really explored the depths of villainy, a constant threat.
So Amy has the baby, Danielle.
Yes, Danielle's born. And then, for the big emotional climax, Kevin Kincaid returns. He'd been shot, left paralyzed.
Oh, more tragedy.
But in this really moving scene, he tries to walk to Amy, falls short but. It leads to this incredibly powerful, tearful reunion. Amy, Kevin, Lisa, Danielle solidifies their bond. Classic soap opera payoff after years of torment. Love conquering all.
Okay, let's really dig into Belle Clemens now. Marla Adams. Joined in 68, stayed till the end in 74.
Beautiful but absolutely vindictive, estranged from her own family, which maybe tells you something. And her core motivation, as we said, blaming Amy for her daughter Robin's drowning. That fueled everything.
And she wasn't just reacting, right? She enjoyed making Amy miserable.
Oh, the show made it clear. She was calculated, strategic, and good at it. Relished the cruelty. Her main goal was systematically destroying Amy's life, stealing Paul Britton, causing the breakdown. She even got tangled in a murder plot. R.B. Keeper, an old flame, was murdered.
Was Belle involved?
She was arrested, tried, but ultimately cleared. Always slipped away.
And her marriages were strategic, too. Like
Yeah.
to Dan Kincaid.
Marriages of convenience. Married Dan thinking he'd become governor. He lost. Oops. While married to him, she had an affair with his illegitimate son, Robert Landers, the race car driver.
Keeping it all in the very dysfunctional family.
And the blackmail over Amy's artificial insemination. Just ruthless.
She really was the master manipulator. Probably taught classes on the side. What a character.
And true to form, at the end she just ditches Dan, pursues a singing career, totally selfish to the last moment. Her full name tells the story. Belle Clemens Britton Kincaid. Quite the journey.
Then there's the patriarch, Peter Ames. Peter Hobbs played him mostly.
The stoic single father lost his wife Ellen in that first episode crash, trying to be mother and father to Susan, Jerry, Amy, amidst all the chaos.
His remarriages were central, too. Myra Lake didn't work out. Family disapproval.
Right, but Valerie Hill, his third wife, played by Laurie March, that was the stable one.
Until Peter's end, right. He had a heart attack.
Yeah, died during a business trip. Another loss for the family to deal with.
And Valerie Hill Ames, Laurie March's character, she became the Rock.
Absolutely. From 61 to 74. Provided that sense of stability, shelter, even though her own daughter Janet wasn't thrilled at first. After Peter died, she remarried Dr. Ian Northcote, played by her real husband, Alexander Scourby.
Love that detail.
And Valerie remained that mother figure for Amy right to the end, a constant presence.
Okay, what about Susan Ames Dunbar, the eldest daughter? Played by a few actresses.
Jean Marie, Julie Luce, others. She took on that bossy mother role after Ellen died, often resented her father's remarriages, especially Myra Lake, sided with Aunt Pauline sometimes. And she could be difficult. Described as having anger and animosity towards her father's principles. Sometimes backed people with, let's say, questionable ethics.
And her husband, Alan Dunbar, he had a dramatic story.
Very. Former golf pro, got mixed up in a drug ring, supposedly broke free, had a son, Peter, with Susan, then presumed dead in Vietnam. Classic soap trope.
But he came back.
Came back alive, but psychotic from the war. Reconnected with the mafia, drug connections, even with Dan Kincaid.
Wow, that's dark.
It got darker. Alan was later unalive.
Oh, my goodness.
And Susan was prosecuted for it by DA Ursula Winthrop, who had this grudge against the Ames family.
Talk about drama hitting close to home. That's intense.
Really intense. Showed how danger could just invade their world. And finally, we have to mention Pauline Rysdale again. And Pauline, Hayless Stoddard, the original villainess. Peter's former fiancée, devastated when he married her sister Ellen, still in love with Peter, actively tried to sabotage his relationships. Found Jane Edwards' dead husband, even.
She was a real schemer, always lurking.
But interestingly, by the 70s, she'd mellowed out quite a bit, moved into the background.
See, even villains can chill out eventually. Or maybe you just get tired.
Shows the character evolution over 20 years. Things change.
All right, let's shift focus now to one of the absolute standout talents from the show and from daytime TV history, Marla Adams.
An unforgettable force. She left such a mark.
Born Marla Veen Adams, August 28, 1938, Ocean City, New Jersey, and she started out as a pageant queen. Miss Ocean City, Miss Kate May.
Even Miss Diamond Jubilee for Ocean City's 75th anniversary in '54. Had that poise early on.
Then studied acting seriously at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York.
Smart move. Got that formal training, the discipline, set her up for a long career.
And what a start. The day she graduated in '58, she lands a role on Broadway.
In the original production of The Visit.
Co-starring with who?
Alfred Lunt and Lynn Fontanne. Theater legends.
Wow. Talk about jumping in at the deep end. An instant masterclass.
Right. And then her film debut in '61, Splendor in the Grass, opposite Natalie Wood.
Just incredible. Working with the best right from the start.
It really shows her talent was recognized immediately. Stage, film. But soaps became her most enduring home, where she made that iconic mark.
Starting with Belle Clemens on The Secret Storm, 68-74. Her first big villainous role. And she just nailed it. Made Belle someone you absolutely loved to hate.
Stopped at nothing to destroy Amy Ames. A masterclass in soap villainy. Truly stand out. And here's that lovely personal story. Her own son appeared in an episode.
Oh, yeah.
Brought Belle a single red rose. And apparently he kept sending her a red rose every Mother's Day after that.
Ah, that's beautiful, that real-life connection.
Shows how these roles become part of their lives, you know?
So Belle was huge, but maybe her most iconic role, the award winner, was Dina Abbott Mergeron on The Young and the Restless.
Absolutely, Dina. John Abbott's ex-wife, mother to his kids.
Yeah.
A central character. She played her first from '83 to '86, then came back several times, '91, '96, 2008. And then that really significant emotional storyline from 2017 to 2020.
The Alzheimer's storyline, that was incredibly powerful.
Handled with such grace and honesty, it resonated with so many viewers. Her final air date was October 20, 2020, when Dina passed away from the disease. A huge moment for the show.
Again, her performance, just stunning, got her the Emmy nomination in 2018.
And then she won the Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actress in 2021.
So well-deserved. For such a heartbreaking, important performance, what a capstone to an amazing career.
Truly a testament to her talent, her dedication, her ability to bring such depth to complex roles, even late in her career. And she did other soaps, too. Brief roles on General Hospital, Capital, Generations, Bold and the Beautiful, Days of Our Lives. She moved around.
Seriously, she was everywhere. You've definitely seen her, even if you don't watch soaps religiously. Her primetime guest spots are legendary. New Dick Van Dyke Show, Harry O, Marcus Welby, Barnaby Jones.
Emergency. Adam 12, Starsky and Hutch, Streets of San Francisco, The Love Boat.
Love Boat, of course. Happy Days, Hill Street Blues, Who's the Boss, Matlock.
Beauty and the Beast, Empty Nest, Perfect Strangers, The Golden Girls.
Golden Girls, wow. Baywatch, Sisters, Columbo, even a recurring role on Walker, Texas Ranger.
The list is just incredible. Spans decades, genres, shows her range and reliability. And TV films, too. The Secret Night Caller, Maybe Baby, White Hot. She played Gladys Baker, Marilyn Monroe's mother in Marilyn and Me.
That's a challenging role.
And First Lady Matthews in The President's Man. Just consistently working, delivering strong performances.
From sitcoms to gritty dramas to biopics, amazing. Her last film was Beneath the Leaves in 2019.
And sadly, Marla Adams passed away from cancer on April 25, 2024 at 85.
Leaving behind such an incredible body of work.
Her presence across so many beloved shows really speaks volumes. Her talent, her dedication. She embodied that long-form storytelling spirit, creating characters people connected with for generations. Her legacy, especially in soaps, is just monumental.
And there you have it, our deep dive into The Secret Storm, a truly foundational soap, compelling characters, groundbreaking stories, and a stage for amazing talents like Roy Windsor and, of course, Marla Adams. What a ride through TV history.
It really shows how these shows, maybe seen as just melodrama, were actually pioneers. They built these incredibly deep connections with audiences day after day, year after year. And that left a lasting legacy on pop culture, shaping how we tell and watch stories even now.
So what does this mean for you listening? It means understanding the roots, the DNA of the streaming shows you binge, the social media sagas. A lot of it started here.
Absolutely. It really makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What parts of these classic soaps you still see in TV drama today, even with streaming and everything? Maybe those long-held grudges, the shocking reveals always waiting. Something to chew on, right?
Well, we really hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of classic soap operas. If you did, please make sure to like this deep dive, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next one, and definitely leave us a comment below. We love hearing your thoughts, your memories, and tell us what you want us to deep dive into next. We're always looking for ideas. Until next time, stay curious